Trigger warning. I'm going to play this video, let her talk for a second, and then come back and give my devastating commentary. Give me just a second to get everything rolling.
Now, after Sabrina's mom made it his #1 priority for his daughters to become tennis pros, even writing a 70-page manifesto outlining his blueprints for success. I'm sorry. There are typos, but clearly, by the fact that there's no punctuation, I'm reading this as a run-on sentence. So, he married Serena and Venus's mother after this woman, and he made them his daughters, that is, his #1 priority. As making them tennis pros, honey. This is just a mess. So anyway, and start.
Okay, what's a mess? And I really have I've got to ask questions as we go along with this video. This is a bunch of feminist female yabble babble. What's a mess about a man in a population where children are born out of wedlock in high poverty, high crime areas? What crime? Somebody fill me in. What crime did this man commit by marrying the mother of his daughters? As hard as it is to let this keep playing, I'm gonna let it keep playing, and I'm gonna just talk as she talks. Okay, I'll comment along with what she's saying as she talks. Let's continue.
Contrast, Sabrina's earlier life was blighted with mental health struggles as a consequence of a tough, poverty-stricken upbringing after their father abandoned them. And you know what? That's very likely. Him just tossing his family aside like that and moving on like, they never mattered. That could be traumatizing to a child.
And that is totally understandable. But at the same time, here's the deal. Why is it always looked at that the woman was quote unquote tossed aside? How do we know she didn't burn this man's dick? How do we know she wasn't cheating? How do we know he didn't work his butt off every day and come home and have to cook his own food and can't even get him a sandwich or a massage? Why is all of the reasons as to why? Hell, she could have been a crazy ass woman that knocked this dude upside the head and sick her pit bull on him. Richard Williams walks kind of funny. He might have an entire butt cheek missing. He might have an artificial butt cheek because his ex-wife had his ass bitten off by a dog. We don't know. You can't always do this socially constructed thing where he left them and then the child developed mental disorders. I understand that. That it's horrible when two parents break up and the kids are left there. But that is something that the parents have to consider before they make a kid, and most definitely before they break up. And needless to say, in the black community, we have the weakest bond with one another in affection toward our child, our priority toward the child. We just do. We'll split up at the drop of a hat. Most black marriages have a child, and black women file for divorce over 80% of the time.
Remember, Sabrina was 8 years old when he left, old enough to know and love him and to miss him after he left. That traumatization absolutely could have led her to have mental health issues. Okay, now the rest of the family are dead to me now, she says. A funeral service is being organized for her son, and mourners will wear Batman or DC comic t-shirts, as he was a huge fan, while his favorite hits by Taylor Swift and Pink will also be played at the service.
Oh, okay. On a politically incorrect side note, I don't think there's nothing wrong with Batman and Spider-Man or whoever they mentioned, but it is notable that this is a guy and his favorite artists were Taylor Swift and Pink. Okay, the only thing that I'm going to tell you is this. The suicide rates among homosexual men especially young black homosexual men, is devastatingly high. It's extremely high. And I'm not saying that this boy was gay. I'm not saying that. But often that even points to potential other issues that could have been going on, possibly molestation or grooming.
Now, the family plans to go for a walk after the funeral and visit Alphonse's favorite vegan restaurant. After that, it's going to be a mission to reach out to help other people with mental illnesses or who are in crisis. It will be his legacy. I miss my baby, Sabrina says. That's my life goal. I have an unconditional desire to help people. Yeah, that's really sad at the end of the day. So now where I'm confused is they say that in the title and within the article, they say Alphonse was 21 years old. But then later his mother says, or somewhere in the article, they said he was in high school. Now, I don't know if they got the age wrong or if he actually was 21. Or if perhaps, yeah, I read that correctly. Or if perhaps he was in college, not high school. I don't know, because like I said, there was typos throughout this article, unfortunately. Anyway, that's so sad. I'm going to share my screen and show you a picture of him and his mom. Likes up, please like and share. Like and share, everyone. Let me pull this up really quick. And also, don't forget to subscribe or follow me on Instagram at Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur. You can also follow the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur fan page.
Okay, you see, I mean, she promotes her page a lot. You see her pushing her page. I'll let her talk through this and try to catch her when she gets back into the story. I think this is it.
Hold on, I'm having to pull this back up.
Just a couple more minutes.
Okay.
Come on, Queen. I see what other man hate you have for us.
That's him and his mother right there. And of course, that is whom they call King Richard, which clearly, as I said, he's no king to me. Look at Vic.
And this is a woman who, I mind you, this female that you hear talking, I used to somewhat like this channel, but to me, it's a little bit too much of a victim channel. It does nothing but just depict black people as constant victims. She does reveal a lot of stuff, but it's victimism. But there's something that she does on her community posts. This female has 800 million pictures of her face. 800 million. I mean, every day this broad posts up about 2 or 3 images, and it's just her. It's almost like if she takes 3 to 5 different pictures, it's the same 3 to 5 different pictures. I mean, this woman loves the hell out of herself. She does. She does. I mean, it's constantly her face. It's just her face. She's not ugly, but this is a woman that calls herself queen, 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 queen. Over and over and over. It's the queen. Subscribe to the queen. The queen's going to be here. The queen's going to be live. Oh, this is what the queen. And I'm just triggered by a female that calls herself queen that much, who takes that big of an issue, and a couple of black daughters who decided to make a movie and call themselves king. See, or call their daddy king. See, I'm going to tell you what she's mad at. See, this is a man-hating woman right here. This is a black man-hating woman, and I'm going to tell you what she is. She's a nigga dick lover. She likes low-class, nothing-ass niggas. Just a ocean of low-class, nothing-ass niggas to just fuck with. Now, she might have a husband. I think she's married, but she probably got one of them husbands that she slide on or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's the point that the irritated genie was making a couple years ago when he did a movie review of Queen and Slim. He was making the point that the title of the movie is very marginalizing because it gives exaltation, honor, glory, and just glory to Queen, the woman. But Slim is just a ghetto nigga. That's just a ghetto black dude. Excuse me for saying the N-word. But just so ghetto black dude. Just so ghetto nuttin' ass dude. You just, like black. You don't know what I'm saying? Just a little dude out on the corner. Slim. What up, Slim? And see, he's describing the mindset, the matriarchal mindset in the black community that has nothing to do with so-called white supremacy. It has everything to do with just how black people are. Women like this, and you hear me talk about it all the time, they never raise a man to be on their equal level. So this high value man talk, it's delusional. They never do it. They raise little niggas. And that's what they go around and call you. Niggas, 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 niggas. All over the place. That's your name, nigga. All the way to the point that you don't even recognize it as abnormal. Now, I don't think she's one of the women who says the N-word all the time. She doesn't say it that much. So I got to tip my hat to her for that. But for her to be this mad over a black man being called king by his daughters, who he raised and made rich, is very telling about our culture and our women. Let's continue.
Venus and Serena, however, living their best lives, no doubts, got a care in the world. So anyway, GL said low budget news media. Absolutely, beloved. I mean, who are they hiring to edit these articles, right? So crazy. Anyway, with that all being said, it's very sad. Lenore says, this is why folks, hold on, let me go back to this comment. Lenore said, this is why folks must stop idolizing man. There seems to be skeletons in someone's closet. Yes, many people have skeletons in their closet. And also many people, unfortunately, engage in celebrity worship. Now, I don't know why Will Smith chose to call this man King Richard in that movie, but clearly he's no king. Like I said, you sat there and you got Venus and Serena to where they are, and that's all good and commendable. But what about your other family? Because they weren't athletically inclined, you just tossed them to the side because you couldn't make money off of them? I'm just curious.
Wow! Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Unbelievable. That is an unbelievable mindset. That is unbelievable. A man raises his daughters to be talented and successful. Let's say that they weren't tennis players. And he's perceived, you have to, this is what I be telling brothers, and I be telling black people this stuff in general. You have to read in between the lines of what people say to really see who they are. No way that I can say, stay subscribed to this female. No way. You perceive a man as making money off of what he raised? Compton, California is a gutter piece of trash, man. This dude's not making money off his daughters. And fucking Venus and Serena, man, they worth $100 million. If they slide their daddy $1 million and tell him get lost, okay, that ain't them. He's not living off them. They're just his daughters honoring their dad. And that'll be nothing really but a drop in the bucket, $500,000 a piece, and then the IRS is gonna get by $400,000 of that. So it ain't really nothing. But I'm just talking about the entire notion that Richard Williams is being made to look like some slithery little beast, some nasty little serpent, like some bummy little homeless nigga, little N-word behind a dumpster. Yeah, girls, I'm your daddy. Like the big righteous mama sat up there and did everything. And here come dusty, nasty daddy to come beg. Get out of here, man. This is pure, unadulterated man hate. And I can tell you 100% about the type of dudes that might be married to chicks like this. He's a nobody, nothing. He's a slim. That's what he is. She's queen and he's slim. You know what? There's about 15 seconds of this left, I guess, but I ain't gonna even play no more of it. I'm gonna end it on that right there. I'm gonna end this video on that one right there. I bet you her man is slim and she's queen. That's her view, and she has the common view of, I'm not going to say all black women, but I'm going to just keep it real with you. 2/3 of black women think like this. No less than 2/3 of them think just like this. And the reason why I point this out is because behaviors of people are genetically, historically, hereditarily evolved in their character. Black men do very little for black women because inherently we know that there's very little reward. Look at how the worst part of him is thrown out there with no explanation nor any open ear for his side of the story. The worst part of him, and the fact that this guy raised a couple of girls worth over 100 million means nothing. It's thrown away. So what if black men do go out there and build Wakanda, as everybody is always talking about? What difference does it make? You're gonna be a dumbass nigga sitting behind a goddamn dumpster in Wakanda. Hey everybody, I built Wakanda. Get away from me. He's dusty.